Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will explore the fascinating topic of why planes don't fly over certain locations. Every passing second, an average of 9,500 commercial planes are in the air all over the world. If seen on the live plane tracker, almost the whole world is full of planes like flies, but there are some spots on the world map where we don't even get a single one. The plane is not visible. It seems that the planes are probably avoiding these spots intentionally, and in fact, this is the reality. Let's find out. The airspace is in the world where pilots do not take planes under any circumstances, and above all, what is the reason for doing so? Number 6. Tibetan Plateau. There is hardly any such large land area in the world that pilots avoid. Tibetan Plateau is spread over an area of 25 lakh square kilometers, which is covered by a total of 9 countries geographically, so it is a very important road for the planes, which can connect China directly to Europe and the Middle East. But as we can see in the live plane tracker, planes are bypassing this entire area. The biggest reason for this is the high mountain ranges found in the flats, which starts from China and ends in Afghanistan via Nepal, Bhutan. Here the average height of mountains is 14,000 feet and commercial planes normally fly at 35,000 feet. Although the planes remain high above these mountains, in the event of an emergency, such as a pressure leak from one of the cabins or any other reason, the oxygen masks drop automatically, and now the pilot has only 20 minutes. Yes, within 20 minutes the pilot has to bring the plane from a height of 35,000 feet to 10,000 feet, because the average height of mountains in Tibetan Plateau is 14,000 feet. That is why here, it becomes impossible for the pilot to do this. Only the high mountains are not the reason for avoiding the Tibetan Plateau. In fact, here the planes also have to face very unique turbulence. The air collides with the high mountains present here and goes upwards, which can disturb the balance of the plane. Number 5. Volcanoes. In January 2022, an underwater volcano erupted near Tonga Island in the South Pacific Ocean. Its smoke and the cloud was so big that it broke all the records of history. This event was also recorded by the satellite. The ash clouds found can easily damage any plane. The ash cloud coming out of the volcano can also break the windshield of the plane and can also damage the engine. A flight from London to New Zealand on the 24th June 1982 passed over the volcano cloud. This was the time when there was no smoking ban in the plane. When the smoke started to accumulate in the plane, first everyone thought that maybe someone was smoking. But what happened next gave everyone goosebumps. The crew and the pilots started smelling sulfur in the smoke. Only then they understood that there must be something wrong. Volcanic ash melted in the engine, which shut down all the engines of the ship, and now the plane started losing its altitude. It was lucky that when the plane reached 12,000 feet from 37,000 feet, 3 out of 4 engines started and the plane was made to land safely. But after this incident, the pilots stopped flying the volcano over it. Number 4. Craters. It looks scary to look at. They can do much more damage than they actually are, especially the planes passing from above. There are about 170 asteroid impact craters in our world, and many are also made by the mining company, although they cannot cause any harm to planes at high altitudes. But passing over them at low altitudes is not free from danger, because it can also pull planes or helicopters inside it. In fact, the deeper a crater is, the hotter its bottom is. Hot air at the bottom of the crater travels upward and cold outside air moves inside the crater. This exchange of hot and cold air creates a vortex effect inside the crater, which exerts a pulling force on everything, while outside the crater very unusual strange turbulence is created. This is the reason why pilots change their way of seeing craters. Number 3. North Korea is the only country in the world whose airspace is considered the most dangerous, because here the North Korean military launches missiles anywhere without informing. Not only in the North Korean force, they often fire missiles in the Japanese Ocean. Normally, in such a situation, minutes are announced several days in advance, and before firing, they are warned by making radio contact with all the planes, which are very close in the airspace. That is why commercial flights, which only have to cross North Korea, it now bypasses it and passes through it. Number 2. Mecca is the holy city of Saudi Arabia. It is a very important place of worship for Muslims all over the world. It is considered that Masjid-i-Haram is made on the center of gravity of the earth, due to which a plane cannot fly and neither can a bird over it, but in fact such things. There is no reality. Planes do not pass over Masjid-i-Haram because the Saudi government has made it a no-fly zone. There are two reasons for doing this. The first is the security reason, because millions of Muslims are present in Mecca all the time. If any unwanted incident happens here, and there can be a lot of loss. The second reason is the location of Mecca. Mecca is built on such a location that all four sides there are mountains. If the plane passes on top of it, will triple the engine noise due to being echoed, which can disturb the pilgrims. That's why there is no airport in Mecca. If there will be an airport, the planes will be at low altitudes during takeoff and landing, which can become cause of noise pollution. And now the number one. Area 51 in the U.S. state of Nevada, spread over 7,500 square kilometers. This area is the top secret phase of the U.S. Air Force. It is part of what is called Area 51. Area 51 has always been under the wraps of controversy because people believe that the American military secret weapon and UFO are located there. This secret base is doing research on it, hidden behind the mountains all around, although it is not visible from the ground level. But Area 51 bases can be easily seen from the area fame. Due to this whole debate, the area is declared a no-fly zone. If a plane tried to pass over it first, it would be asked to change its way immediately, and if the pilot still didn't obey, so U.S. Air Force also has the authority to shoot down. In conclusion, there are various reasons why planes don't fly over certain locations. These can include military airspace, environmental considerations, political and diplomatic relations, critical infrastructure and safety concerns, as well as the preservation of historical and cultural sites. These flight restrictions are implemented to ensure the security, safety, and preservation of the areas involved. Next time you're on a flight, remember that there is much more to the route than meets the eye. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content like this. Also, let us know in the comments below if there are any other topics you'd like us to explore. Keep exploring and see you in the next video.